Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. This is part 10 video on the chapter of compound interest where I will solve the objective questions from the exercise 11D on the chapter of compound interest from the textbook of author RS Aggarwal. So this video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 8 following the textbook of author RS Aggarwal. If you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, and if you are watching my videos for the first time or visiting my channel for the first time and my videos are beneficial to you, then I strongly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started in solving the problems of exercise 11D on the chapter of compound interest. Okay, so I have the problems of exercise 11D on the left hand side. I hope the fonts are big enough so that you can read the problems. On the right hand side, I will solve the problems and we'll pause for a few seconds after solving a problem so that you can take a screenshot of the solution if you think it will help you. Sorry. So let's get started in solving the problems. So these are all MCQ questions. There are a total of 15 questions. Okay. Problem number 1, the compound interest on rupees 5,000 at 8% per annum for 2 years compounded annually is. Now we know that the general formula for the compound interest amount for the amount is A equals to P multiplied by 1 plus R dash by 100 to the power small n multiplied by 1 plus the fraction A by B R dash by 100. Now, if you have not watched, if you are not familiar with this formula, I request you to watch the video on titled the general formula, where I explain this formula. Okay. So now when this formula will get simplified when the interest is being compounded annually and the time period T is the T in years is an integer. It is not a fraction. If the T period of time is not do not have any fractional part, like it is not 1.5 years or 2.5 years, it is purely an integer, then this formula will get simplified to 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, where R is the given rate of interest per annum. So now we can substitute the values. P is given to be 5,000 and we have 1 plus R is given to be 8% per annum, 8 by 100, and N is given N is given to be 2 years, N is 2. So this is 5,000 multiplied by 1 by 8 by 100 is 2 by 25 square. This is equal to 5,000 multiplied by 27 by 25 square. This is equal to 5,000 multiplied by 27 multiplied by 27 divided by 25 multiplied by 25. So 25 cancels 5,000 with 200 and 25 cancels 200 with 8. Okay, so we have to find 27 square multiplied by 8. So let's find out what is 27 square. 49, 18, 14, 5. So this is 9, 12, 7, 29 multiplied by 8. 72, 16, 23, 56, 58. So the amount becomes 5832. So this is the amount. Therefore, the compound interest will be amount minus P, which is equal to 5, 8, 3, 2 minus P was 5,000. So this is equal to rupees 832 should be the answer, should be the compound interest. So the correct answer, the correct choice is C. C is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 2. The compound interest on 1 lakh, no, 10,000 at 10% per annum for 3 years compounded annually is. So, as like the previous problem number 1, the simplified version of the amount will be A equals to P multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, where n is the time period in years and R is the rate of interest per annum. So this is the formula for the amount when the interest is being compounded annually. R is the given rate of interest per annum, P is the principal, and N is the time period in years without any fractional part. Okay, so P is given to be 10,000 and 1 plus R is given to be 10. So this is 10 by 100 and T is 3, N is 3. This is equal to 10,000 multiplied by 10 by 100 is 1 by 10 and 1 plus 1 by 10 is 11 by 10. So this is 11 by 10 to the power cube. So this is 10,000 is 10 to the power 4 multiplied by 11 cube divided by 10 to the power cube. So this is 10 multiplied by 11 cube. This is the amount. So what is 11 cube? 121 is 11 square, and then we will multiply again by 11. So 121, 121. It is better that you remember that 11 cube is 1331. So this is rupees 13310. 13,310 is the amount. So this implies compound interest is equal to amount minus principal, which is equal to 13310 minus 10000. This is equal to 3,310 is the compound interest, and hence the correct result, the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. B is the correct choice. Let's do problem number 3. The compound interest on 10,000 at 12% per annum for 1.5 years compounded annually. Okay. Now here the years is given, it has a fractional part, that is half. It is 1 year plus half year, 1 plus half years. Okay, so first T is given to be 1.5 years. This is equal to, we need to convert it as a mix, as an improper fraction. So this is 3 by 2 years. Now the formula cannot be, we cannot use the simplified formula because the time period T has a fractional part. It is no more a integer. Its value is not an integer. So, but since the interest is being compounded annually, we will have U equals to 12 months. U will be equal to 12 months and R dash will be equal to R, that is the given rate of interest per annum. And what is, we will get we need to find the value of n and the fraction a by b. So we will get the value of n and the fraction a by b from t multiplied by 12 divided by u. When expressed as a mixed fraction, it should be n and a by b. From there we will get the value of n and a by b. Now what is t multiplied by 12 divided by u? T is 3 by 2. So t multiplied by 12 divided by u, in this t is in years and u is in months. So we have multiplied by 12 and u is 12. Okay, so this is equal to 3 by 2. So this is equal to n and a by b. So this implies that n is equal to 1 and a by b is equal to half, as 3 by 2 is 1 and 1 by half, 1 and a half, 3 by 2. So we get n equals to 1 and a by b, the fraction a by b equals to half. So now we will apply the formula, general formula. Amount is equal to principal multiplied by 1 plus r dash. This is the general formula, to the power n multiplied by 1 plus the fraction a by b multiplied by r dash by 100. Now since the interest is being compounded annually, u will be 12 months and r dash will be r. Now what is r dash? R dash is equal to ru by 12. From here, from the ru by 12, you will get the value of r dash. Now since u is in 12 months, this is equal to r. So whenever u is 12 months, that is the interest is being compounded annually, r dash will always be equal to r. So we have this equal to 1 plus r by 100, and n we know is 1, and we have 1 plus the fraction a by b is half r by 100. This is equal to p 1 plus r is what is r? R is 12. R is given to be 12% per annum. R is 12. So we have 12 by 100 and then multiplied by 1 plus half into 12 divided by 100. This is equal to p multiplied by 1 plus 12 by 100 is 3 by 25, and this is 1 plus 6 by 100, which is 3 by 50. Okay, so this is p multiplied by 1 plus 3 by 25 is 28 by 25, and 1 plus 3 by 50 is 53 by 50. This is equal to p multiplied by what is p? Let's put the value of p and calculate the amount. So p is 10,000 multiplied by 28 multiplied by 53 divided by 25 multiplied by 50. So 50 divides 10,000 with 200 and 25 divides 200 with 8. So this is equal to 8 into 28 into 53. So let's find out what is 53 into 28. 24, 42, 6, 10, 4, 8, 4, 1. Then again multiplied by 8. 32, 67, 8, 11. So this is equal to rupees 11,872 is the amount. So this implies compound interest is equal to amount minus principal, which is equal to 11,872 minus 10,000. This is equal to rupees 1,872. Rupees 1,872 is the compound interest, and hence the correct result, the correct choice is A. Let's do problem number 4. The compound interest on rupees 4,000 at 10% per annum for 2 years, 3 months, compounded annually is, okay. So T is equal to 2 years, 3 months. This is equal to 2 plus 3 months is equal to 3 by 12. This many years. This is equal to 2 plus 1 by 4 years. Now, if so, one more thing is that whenever the interest is being compounded annually and the time period is having a fractional part, is not an integer but is in fraction form, then the general formula for amount is A equals to P multiplied by R dash will be equal to R, since the interest is being compounded annually. So R by 100 to the power n multiplied by 1 plus A by B R by 100. Okay. Now, how do we know what is n and A by B? We will get it directly from the period of time, that is T. T is 2.5 years, 2 and 1/4 years. So from here we can say n is equal to 2 and the fraction A by B is equal to 1 by 4. So whenever in the problem it is given the interest is being compounded annually and the time period T is in fraction, that is in fraction, which can always be represented as a mixed fraction n and A by B. From the fractional value of T, we can get the value of small n and A by B. Okay. So this becomes P 1 plus R is given to be 10 by 100 to the power n is 2, and we have 1 plus the fraction A by B is 1 by 4 R by 100. So this is equal to P multiplied by 10 by 100 is 1 by 10, and 1 plus 1 by 10 is 11 by 10 square, and over here we have 1 plus R is 10, so this is 1 by 40. This is equal to P 11 by 10 whole square multiplied by 41 by 40. Now we can substitute the value of P. P is the principal, which is given to be 4,000. So we have 4,000 multiplied by 11 square multiplied by 41 divided by 10 square multiplied by 40. So 10 square is 100 and 100 multiplied by 40 is 4,000. So this cancels this and we are left with 41 multiplied by 11 square. So 121 multiplied by 41. 121,484. 1694. So the amount is 4,961. So therefore the compound interest is equal to A minus P, which is equal to 4961 minus 4000. This is equal to rupees 961. Rupees 961 is the compound interest, and hence the correct choice is C is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 5. A sum of 25,000 was given as loan on compound interest for 3 years, compounded annually at 5% per annum during the first year, 6% per annum during the second year, and 8% per annum during the third year. The compound interest is, okay, so the general formula of amount based on compound interest, where in the first year the general formula for amount is A is equal to the principal P multiplied by 1 plus 1 plus R1 by 100 multiplied by 1 plus R2 by 100 and multiplied by 1 plus R3 by 100. So this is the formula, general formula for amount after 3 years, when after 3 years where the principal is P and where the interest is being compounded annually, and in the first year the rate of interest per annum is R1, in the second year the rate of interest per annum is R2, and in the third year the rate of interest per annum is R3. So using this general formula we can directly find the compound interest, but first we have, this is the formula for amount, so the amount becomes, the sum is okay, so this is P multiplied by 1 plus, what is R1? R1 is the rate of interest per annum for the first year, which is 5 by 100. 1 plus R2, R2 is 6. It is given that R2 is the rate of interest per annum for the second year, which is 6. And finally, R3 is given to be 8. So this is equal to P multiplied by 5 by 100 is 1 by 20. So this is 1 by 20, and 1 plus 1 by 20 is 21 by 20. 6 by 100 is 3 by 25. So this is, and 1 plus 3 by 25 is 28 by 25, and 8 by 100 is 2 by 25. So this is 27 by 25. Now what is P? We can now put the value of P. P is 25,000. 25,000 multiplied by 21 multiplied by 28 multiplied by 27 divided by 25 multiplied by 25 multiplied by 20. So 25 cancels 25,000 with 1000. 25 cancels 1000 with 40, and 20 divides 40 with 2. So this is equal to 2 multiplied by 21 multiplied by 28 multiplied by 27. Okay, so 28 multiplied by 27 is 56. 56, 19, 16, 6, 5, 756, and 756 multiplied by 21 is 6, 5, 7, 12, 11, 15, which is 6, 7, 8, 5, 1. Then again multiplied by 2, 12, 15, 17, 3. So this is rupees 31,752 is the amount. after 3 years. This implies it has asked the compound interest. So compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. 31752 minus 25,000. So this is equal to 6752. Rupees 6,752 is the compound interest, and it is not there in the choice. So I might have done some calculation mistake. The interests are 5, 6 and 8. So 5 by 100 is 1 by 20, 1 plus 1 by 20 is 21 by 20. Okay. 6 by 100 is 3 by, okay, 6 by 100 is 3 by 50, and this is 58 by 50. This is 58 by 50. Okay, that was a mistake. And 8 by 100 is 2 by 25, which is 27 by 25. Okay, so this will be, instead of 28, it will be 58. Okay, and 20, 25, and there will be 50. So I think these two will not be there. So we have to find the value of 21 multiplied by 58 multiplied by 27. So what is 58 multiplied by 27? 56, 40, 16, 11, 6, 6, 5, 1, and then multiplied by 21. 6, 6, 5, 1 multiplied by 12, 13, 3. So 6, 8, 8, 2, 3. My God, it will increase. Where I am doing the mistake. Okay, so this will be, let's do the cancellation once again. This is 20 multiplied by 50 multiplied by 25. So 25 cancels 25,000 with 1,000. 50 cancels 1,000 with 20, and 20 cancels out. It is fine. So 21 multiplied by 58, and I'm sorry, this will not be 58, but this will be 53. This will be 53. So I have to again do the calculation of 53 multiplied by, this is 53. So what is 53 multiplied by 27? 21, 37, 10, 1, 13, 4, 1, and then multiplied by 21. 1, 4, 3, 1 multiplied by 2, 6, 8, 2. 1, 5, 10, 10, 3. Okay, so this is 30051. So the amount is rupees 30,051. So the compound interest will be 30,051 minus 25,000, which is 5051. and hence the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 6. The compound interest on rupees 6,250 at 8% per annum for 1 year compounded half yearly is, okay, so this time U is given to be 6 months. U is, in our general, U is the conversion period or the unit of time, that is the time after which the interest is being calculated or compounded, which is given to be half yearly, that is 6 months. Now when U is 6 months, this implies that R dash will be equal to RU by 12, which is R multiplied by 6 by 12, which is equal to R by 2. Now R is given to be 6%, 6% per annum, and not 6% per annum but 8% per annum, 8% per annum. Okay, compounded half yearly. Okay, now we need to find the value of n and the fraction a by b. We will get that from the value of t multiplied by 12 divided by u. T is we have to find for 1 year, so t is 1, so 1 multiplied by 12, u is 6, so this is 2, 2, this is equals to n and a by b, so this implies n is equal to 2 and a by b is equal to 0. So the general formula is a equals to, for the amount, p multiplied by r dash by 100 to the power n multiplied by 1 plus the fraction a by b r dash by 100. Now r dash is equal to r by 2, so we have r dash is equal to r by 2, so we have r by 200. N is equal to 2 multiplied by a by b is equal to 0, so this whole factor will become 1. The fraction a by b is equal to 0, so this factor will become 1. So we have this is equal to p multiplied by 1 plus what is r? R is 8 by 200 square. This is equal to p, r by 200 is 2 by 25, 2 by 50 basically, so this is 1 by 25 square, which is equal to p multiplied by 26 by 27, 26 by 25 square. Okay, and what is p? The principal, 6250, so this is 6250 multiplied by 26 multiplied by 26 divided by 25 multiplied by 25. So 25 square we know is 625, so this cancels with 10. So what is 26 square? 26 multiplied by 26, 15, 676. So this is 6760. 6760 is the amount. We have to find the compound interest. So CI is equal to A minus P, which is equal to 6760 minus 6250, which is equal to 015 rupees 510 is the compound interest. Okay, so the correct choice is B, is the Correct choice. Let's do problem number 7. The compound interest on 40,000 at 6% per annum for 6 months, compounded uh, quarterly, is. Excuse me, friend, I will just power on the fan. It is very hot. Okay. Uh, P is given to be 40,000. R is given to be 6% per annum, and the interest is being compounded annually, quarterly. So U is equal to 3 months. Now, whenever the interest is being compounded quarterly, U is equal to 3 months. This will also imply that R dash will be equal to RU by 12, which is equal to R multiplied by 3 by 12, which is equal to R by 4, which is equal to 6 by 4. R dash is equal to 6 by 4 percentage. Now, what is the duration? T, the compound interest on 40,000 at 6% per annum for 6 months. So T is equal to 6 months. Remember that T should always be in years. So 6 months means half year. Okay. Now we need to also find the value of small n and fraction a by b, which we will get from t multiplied by 12 divided by u. If we express this value, whatever this value will be, if we express that value as a mixed fraction a n a by b, then we will get the value of n and a by b. What is t? T is half multiplied by 12. U is 3, should be equal to n a by b. So this implies half multiplied by 12 divided by 3 is 2. So 2 is equal to n a by b. So this implies n is equal to 2 and the fraction a by b is equal to 0. Okay, now we can apply the general formula for the amount. So amount will be equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R dash by 100 to the power small n multiplied by 1 plus the fraction a by b R dash by 100. Now, what is R dash? R dash is 6 by 4. So this is this can 6 by 4 can also be written as 3 by 2, that is 1.5%. So this becomes 3 by 200 multiplied by the fraction a by b is 0. So this part will be equal to 1. Okay. So this is equal to P, and what is n? So this is 1 plus 3 by 200 square. N is equal to 2. So this becomes square. So this is P multiplied by 1 plus 3 by 200 is 203 by 200 square. This will be a very big number. Okay, let's see what happens. P is, this is problem number 7. So P is 40,000 multiplied by 203 whole square and divided by 200 square is 200 multiplied by 200. So 200 cancels 40,000 with 200 and 200 cancels out. So this is equal to 203 square. So what is 203 square? 906 000 604 90 12 1 4. So this is rupees 41,209. So this implies the compound interest is equal to amount minus P, which is equal to 41,209 minus 40,000. So this is equal to rupees 1,209. Rupees 1,209 is the compound interest, and hence the correct choice is A. Let's do problem number 8. The present population of a town is 24,000. If it increases at the rate of 5% per annum, what will be its population after 2 years? So this is a application of compound interest, that is a growth or decrease of some quantity. Now the population and the population usually grows over time. So the formula for the population, the formula is A is the population after n years. So A is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus x by 100 to the power n. This is the formula for the population after n years, where n is obviously in the value of n is an integer, that is the time period years is some integer value, and x is the rate of increase of population per annum. Okay, so it is given that the present population of a town is 24,000. If it increases at the rate of 5% per annum, what will be its population after 2 years? Okay, so we can straight put the values of P, X and N. So P is 24,000 multiplied by 1 plus X is 5 by 100, and we have N is equal to 2. This is 24000 multiplied by 5 by 100 is 1 by 20, and 1 plus 1 by 20 is 21 by 20 square. So this is 24,000 multiplied by 21 square divided by 20 multiplied by 20. So 0 cancels and 4 divides 240 with 60. So this should be 60 multiplied by 21 square. So let's see what is 21 square. 21 multiplied by 42. 441 multiplied by 6. 6, 24, 26. So this is 26460. 26460 is the population after 2 years. So the correct choice is B. Now this formula can be applied on the population, where the population increases at the rate of X% per annum, and this is the population after n years, where n is an integer. This formula can also be applied on the count of bacteria, but for the count of bacteria, the x will be the rate of increase, the rate percent, the rate of increase per some hours. It will not be years, but some hours, and n the duration of the time period will also be in hours. Okay, let's do problem number 9. The value of a machine depreciates at the rate of 10% per annum. It was purchased 3 years ago for 60,000. What is the present value of the machine? Now, for the general formula for the depreciation of a cost, the value of a machine, where the price or the value is decreasing at some given rate per annum, the formula is A is the value of the machine or the article after n years will be A is equal to P multiplied by 1 minus X by 100 to the power n, where X is the rate of depreciation of the value of the article per annum, and n is the time period, that is how many years. So this will be A is the value of the machine after n years, where the initial value, where the current value is the P, and the value is depreciating at the rate of X per annum. Now in the problem it is given that the value of the machine 3 years ago was 60,000. So the present value will be basically so in this problem we can see that P is given as 60,000 3 years ago, and we are calculating the value of the machine 3 years later, which will be the value of the machine currently. So 1 minus X is given to be, the rate of depreciation is given to be 10. So 10 by 100, and the time period is 3 years, because it is asking the value of the machine after so 3 years ago the value of the machine was 60,000. So what will be its value currently, that is 3 years later. So n will be 3. So this is 60,000 multiplied by 10 by 100 is 1 by 10, and 1 minus 1 by 10 is 9 by 10. So 9 by 10 cube. So this is 6 into 60,000 is 10 to the power 4 multiplied by 9 cube divided by 10 cube. So 10 cube divides 10 to the power 4 with 10. So this is equal to 9 cube multiplied by 6 multiplied by 10. So what is 9 cube? 9 cube is 729. And multiplied by 6, 54, 17, 43. So this is 4, 3, 7, 4, 0. 43,740 will be the value of the machine currently. So 43,740. So the correct choice is C. Let's do problem number 10. The value of a machine depreciates at the rate of 20% per annum. It was purchased 2 years ago. If its present value is 40,000, for how much was it purchased. So in this case, the amount is given, A is given, and we have to find P. Why? Because it is given that the machine was purchased 2 years ago, and the present value is given. Present value means the value after 2 years. That means A is 40,000. We have to find P. So we have the formula A is equal to P multiplied by 1 minus x by 100 to the power n, where x is the rate of depreciation of the value and n is the duration. So, so this implies A is given to be 40,000 because it is given that its present value is 40,000 and it is asking the value 3 years ago. So definitely P represents the value 3 years ago, and 3 years later, that is currently, the value is 40,000, which is A. So this is equal to P multiplied by 1 minus the rate of depreciation is 20 by 100 and n is definitely 2. Okay. So this is equal to P multiplied by 20 by 100 is 1 by 5. 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 by 5 square. This is equal to 5 4 by 5 square. So this implies P is equal to 5 by 4 square multiplied by 40,000. So this is equal to 5 squared is 25 multiplied by 40,000 divided by 4 square is 16. Okay. So 4 divides 16 with 4 divides 40,000 with 10,000, and 4 divides 10,000 with 2,500. 2,500 multiplied by 25 is 62,500. 62,500 was the price, the value of the machine 2 years later, which at presently the value is 40,000. Okay. So the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. Let's do problem number 11. The annual rate of growth in population of a town is 10%. If its present population is 33275, what was it 3 years ago? So in this problem also, A is given to be 33275 and we have to find P, where n is 3 and the rate is T. Rate is 10%. So the formula for the growth of population based on compound interest is A equals to P multiplied by 1 plus x by 100 to the power n. So this is A is the population after n years, where n should be in integer value, where the initial current population is P and x is the rate of growth per annum, rate of growth of population. So this implies in the problem the current population is given, which is 33275. 33275 is equal to, we have to find P. So 1 plus the rate of growth of population is given to be 10 by 100, and so n is 3 because the value, the current population is, we have to find the population 3 years ago. Okay. So this is equal to P multiplied by 10 by 100 is 1 by 10 and this is 11 by 10 cube. So this implies if we solve for P will be 10 by 11 cube multiplied by 3 3275. This is 10 cube multiplied by 33275 divided by 11 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 11. I hope 11 cube will exactly divide 33275. Let's see. 11 divides 33 with 11 divides 33275 with 3025. Again 11 divides 3025 with 275, and this divide with 25. So this is 25000 is the population of the town 2 years ago. So the correct choice is A. Let's do problem number 12. If the simple interest on a sum of money is at 5% per annum for 3 years is rupees 120010, the compound interest of the same sum for the same period at the same rate will be. So the simple interest, we know the formula for simple interest is PRT by 100, where P is the principal of the sum, R is the rate of interest, simple interest of rate of simple interest per annum, and R is T is the time period. Now it is given that if the simple interest on a sum of money at 5% per annum for 3 years is 1200. So if we put the values in the equation, we have 1200 should be equal to P is the sum, let it be R, the rate is given to be 5, and T is given to be 3 years, 100. So this implies P is equal to 1200 multiplied by 100 divided by 5 multiplied by 3. So 3 divides 1200 with 400, 5 divides 100 with 20. So this is 8000. 80. Okay. So the principal is, or the sum is rupees 8000. Now it is asking what is the compound interest on the same sum for the same period, that is T is 3 years, so sum is 8000 under the same rate, R is 5% per annum. The compound interest, it is not given whether the interest will be compounded annually or quarterly or half yearly. If nothing is given, by default we have to assume that the interest is being compounded annually. So when the interest is compounded annually and the time period of time is a value whose value is an integer, we have the simplified version of the general formula is A is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. So now P we know is the same sum, that is 8000, and R rate of interest is also same, which is 5, and the time period at the same rate, for the same period and the same rate. So period is also same. So n is equal to 3. So this is equal to 8000 multiplied by 1 plus 5 by 100 is 21 by 20 cube. This is equal to 8000 multiplied by 21 cube divided by 20 cube. This is equal to 8,000 multiplied by 21 cube divided by 20 cube means 20 is equal to 2 multiplied by 10. So this is 2 cube multiplied by 10 cube. So this cancels 8,000. So this will be equal to 21 cube. What is 21 cube? What is 21 multiplied by 21? 21 and 42. This is 4, 4, 1 and again multiplied by 21. 1, 4, 4 multiplied by 2, 8, 8. So 1, 6, 12, 9. So this is equal to 9, 2, 6, 1 is the amount for the compound interest. So the compound interest will be equals to amount minus principal, which is 9261. Principal was 8,000. So this is equal to rupees 1261. So the compound interest must be rupees 1261 and hence the correct answer is D. Correct choice is D. Let's do problem number 13. If the compound interest on a sum for 2 years at 12.5% per annum is 510, the interest on the same sum at the same rate for the same period of time is the simple interest. Okay, the simple interest of the same sum at the same rate for the same period of time is. So basically from the compound interest data we have to find the principal, we have to find the sum. Now when it is given that the interest is being compounded annually, it is not given anything, it is not said. By default we can assume the interest is being compounded annually, that is u is equal to 12 months. Now whenever u is equal to 12 months and the t, the time period of the interest is an integer, which in this problem is 2, the formula of amount is A is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, where n is the period in years. N is an integer which represents the period of time in years, and we have this P is the principal sum. Now it is given that if the compound interest on a sum for 2 years and 12.5%, so R is, for this problem R is given to be 12.5% per annum, which is equal to 25 by 2% per annum, and the T is also given to be 2 years. We have to find the sum. Okay, so this will be if the compound interest on the sum of, okay, so this is equal to P 1 plus R is given to be 25 by 2. So this becomes 25 by 200 to the power n. To the power n, n is 2 because the duration is given to be 2 years. So this is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus 25 by 200 is 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 square, which is equal to P multiplied by 9 by 8 square. And okay, so this is the amount for the compound interest. Now what is the compound interest? Is equal to amount minus principal. Amount is P multiplied by, so this is equal to n square. N square is 81 by 64 P multiplied by P. So this amount is P multiplied by 81 by 64 minus P. This is equal to, if you take P common, 81 by 64 minus 1. This is equal to P multiplied by 81 minus 64 is 17 by 64. This is the compound interest, and the compound interest in the problem is given to be 510. So we can say 17 divided by 64 multiplied by P is equal to 510. So this implies P is equal to 510 multiplied by 64 divided by 17. And 17 divides 51, 510 with 30. And this is equal to 01920. The principal is, for the compound interest calculation, the principal was rupees 1920. Now we have to find the simple interest on this principal 1920 at the same rate, that is 25 by 2%, and the same period, that is 2 years. So SI is equal to PRT by 100. This is equal to, P is 1920 that we have calculated just now. R is rate is 25 by 2 and T is 2 divided by 100. This is equal to 2 cancels, 25 divides with 4 and this is 480. So 480 is the simple interest on the given sum, on the sum for the same rate at the same period of time. So the answer is, the choice is D. The choice is D. Okay, let's do problem number 14. The sum that amounts to rupees 4,913 in 3 years at 6 and 1/4% per annum compounded annually is the sum. Okay, so this is about, based on compound interest, we have to find the sum. What is given? Amount A is given to be rupees 4913. Interest is being compounded annually. That means U is equal to 12 months. When U is equal to 12 months, we have R dash is equal to R, which is given to be 6 and 1/4, which is 25 by 4% per annum. And 3 years. T is given to be 3 years. Okay, we have to find the sum. Now, whenever the interest is being compounded annually, that is U is equal to 12 months and the period of time T is an integer value, the formula is A is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. So this is the simplified formula. So this implies the amount is given to be 4913 is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R is 25 by 4. So R by 100 becomes 25 by 400. 400 and n is equal to 3. So this is equal to 25 by 400. 1 plus 25 by 400 is 61 by 16 cube. So this is equal to P 17 by 16 cube. So this implies P is equal to 16 by 17 cube multiplied by 4913. So this is equal to 16 multiplied by 16 multiplied by 16 multiplied by 4913 divided by 17 multiplied by 17 multiplied by 17. I hope 17 cube will exactly divide 4913. Let's see. Let's divide 17. 2, 34, 15, 151. 8, 136, 15, 153, 9. And 17 divides 289 with 1 and 119. 17 and 17 divides 17. So this is equal to 16 cube. 16 cube. 16 cube is 16 cube is 8 cube multiplied by 2 cube. 8 cube multiplied by 2 cube. 8 cube is 512. So 512 multiplied by 8. 16, 9, 4096. 4096. P is 4096. That is the sum. The sum is 4096, and hence the correct choice is D. D is the correct choice. Let's do problem number 15. At what rate percent per annum will a sum of 7,500 amount to rupees 8,427 in 2 years, compounded annually? So it is based on compound interest, and the interest is being compounded annually, which means U is equal to 12 months. U is equal to 12 months. This will imply that R dash is equal to R, which we have to find, and also since T is given to be equal to is an integer value, 2 years, then the formula for the amount is, the simplified formula for the amount is P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power 2. At what rate percent per annum will a sum of 75? Okay, so the sum and the principal is given. The amount is 8427 is equal to, the sum is 7500 multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 square. Now this implies 84. Now we have to find the value of R. So let's see what is 1 plus R by 100 is whole square will be equal to 8427 divided by 7500. Now somehow, since the left hand side is a square, is an exponential term, the power is 2, we have to express the right hand side also as an exponential form with the power 2. Now the denominator 7500 is definitely not a perfect square, so there must be some kind of cancellation, and What can be the cancellation? I think it will divide by 3. So if we divide by 3, 7500 becomes 2500, which will be a perfect square, and this becomes 2, 6, 8, 0, 9. Okay, so this is 2809 divided by 2500. Now 2500 can be expressed in the perfect square, that is, it is the square of 50. Now we have to also express 2809 as a perfect square. So this is equal to 50 square. Now definitely the 2801, it must be square of a number like 51 or 52. Now any number, any perfect square number, if it ends with the digit 9, then the number whose square is the number, but the number whose square is 2809, that number, the last digit of the number must be 3, must be 3 or 7, 3 or 7. 3 or 7. Now since the denominator is 50, so definitely there is a possibility that the numerator is 53 square. Now it can be 57 also, but most probably it is 53. Let's check that out. 53 multiplied by 53 is 9, 15, 15, 26. So 9082. Okay, so this is 53. So this is 53 by 50 square. So we now see in the equation both the left hand side and the right hand side are exponential term, and both are having the power same, that is 2. So we can equate the base. So we must have 1 plus r by 100 is equal to 53 by 50. So this implies r by 100 is equal to 53 by 50 minus 1, which is equal to 3 by 50. So this implies r is equal to 100 multiplied by 3 by 50, which is equal to 6. So r is 6% per annum, and hence the correct choice is C. The correct choice is C. So this brings to an end in solving the objective questions, exercise 11D. So these are, even though these are not hard problems, but these are a good set of problems to test your understanding of the basic concepts of compound interest. I hope this video will be beneficial to you. You will get an idea of how to apply the formula and how to solve the problems using the formula step by step. So if this video was beneficial, please like it, share it with your friends, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos, and also please support me by subscribing to my channel. In the next video, I will solve the test paper 11, which I guess is based on, I think it is based on the 2 chapters, that is profit and loss and compound interest. So please stay tuned for the next video where I will solve the problems of test paper 11. So thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.